Hey, cuz, here's a good one for you. So, we have a viewer who actually wrote to us recently, and she said, my single member LLC business credit card application is rejected again. And she asked, why? I did everything right this time. So, pretty interesting case. So, if you are interested in learning more, I want you to stick around till the end because we are going to spill a lot of beans around the single member LLC business credit card application process. Okay, and you are going to love it. I'm doing marvelous if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, we have a viewer who said, my single member LLC business credit card application has been rejected again. Why? I did everything right this time. So, what is really going on here? I want to actually summarize the whole case for our beloved viewers so that they can understand what we are speaking about and they can actually pitch in. Dear viewers, we love you. You are very smart. You are very intelligent. Please feel free to pitch in the comment section because we really need to provide Eula, that's her name. We want to provide Eula all the guidance that she needs. So the case is about Eula. So Eula actually has written to us 3 weeks ago. And so Eula, we're not going to divulge your last name, of course. Okay, you are a 42-year-old female, and you have a pallet flipping business. Pretty interesting because we just did a video about a pallet flipping business not long ago. Okay, and you made $73,000 in revenue last year. That's not income, that's revenue. Okay, so and basically you're married with 3 children. You live in Denver, beautiful city of Denver, Colorado, and your FICO score is 780. So you have pretty solid fundamentals. I mean, in our view, solid fundamentals. You are married, you have 3 children. Hopefully your husband is also working. So your financial situation overall is sturdy, is very strong. And you currently bank with Chase, Citi, and Bank of America, which is really great because those are really great choices because you are banking with national behemoths in the financial sector. So this is really good. And you don't have a business credit score yet. So you don't have a Paydex or a score with Equifax commercial or Experian commercial. Okay, so this is actually the case. Okay, dear viewers, I'm just summarizing for you so you have a clear idea of what we are talking about today. Okay, so Eula, you are 42-year-old, you are in pallet flipping, you made 73 grand a year in revenue. So probably in income, probably around 50 or 60, okay? And you're married, 3 children, you live in Denver. So this is about it. First things first, because Eula, you are talking about my single member LLC business credit card application has been rejected. Okay, and again, you said again, okay. The question for you is, do you have a legit business? See, the thing is, a lot of folks go around, I have a single member LLC. I'm just banking. I'm just, hey, daughter, do you have a legit business? Do you even understand what I'm talking about? Because simply because you have a single member LLC does not mean you have a legit business. Okay? Do you have a certificate of good standing? When was the last time you filed your annual report with your state Department of State? Because there are some regulations that surround the LLC, the single member limited liability company. Do you even have an operating agreement? In other words, do you have do you have business licenses and permits? I have no idea what kind of regulations surround pallet flipping in Colorado, but what I'm trying to say here is that for you to be legit, for you to actually get the single member LLC business credit card that you want, you need to be legit. And being legit doesn't mean that you just got a letter from the state authorities that your LLC has been filed and approved. No, there is a constellation of things that come after approval. Do you have a business checking account, or are you still using your personal checking account? Okay, those are important questions that I want you to answer, and you need to answer us either in the comment section or via email. So those are quintessential questions. Do you have a business plan? See, the whole thing here is that you are trying to get a high limit single member LLC business credit card, but you have a business plan. You gotta have a business. You gotta have a business plan. See, the funny thing is that when we speak about the business plan, people just think about this as we just like this is like a Disney story or whatever. Whatever. Daughter, I want you to really write for me a business plan. The next time you apply for a business credit card, please attach to the application a business plan. And I want you to go to a branch to apply for a card. Do not do it. If you do it online, there is no room for you to attach a business plan, and you are just being at the mercy of the almighty algorithm of the credit card issuer where you are applying at. And make sure that you have updated financials. Make sure that you have an EIN. Make sure that you have licenses and permits. So I'm giving you a catalog of things that are really important that will legitimize your business. You need to have a legit business. If you don't have a legit business, again, I'm not talking about, I have an LLC already. I'm making money. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But you are telling the bank or the credit card issuer, for that matter, to actually trust you, to be to get into a relationship with you, into a credit relationship with you. But you don't have all the accoutrements of a legit business. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, daughter. It's not gonna work. And I want you to be careful. Eula, hey, listen. I want you to be careful because we've seen your emails. You have written a lot about things, you're all pissed and all that kind of stuff. I mean, emotions are not really going to help you anything. It's not going to help you do anything. You have to understand, if you were denied, there could be a lot of reasons why you were denied. Because you could be denied for application issues. Maybe you made mistakes during the application process. I'm talking about your data on the form itself. Yeah, because the thing is, you can say, well, I was rejected again. But the question is, how thorough were you when you applied? Talk to me about that. And you haven't told us. We had conversations with you, and you didn't tell us about that part of things. It's very easy to say, they rejected my ass again. Okay, well, how prepared was your ass when you applied? Let's talk about that. See, it's all about action, reaction, logic. If you are prepared, you boost your approval odds. That's for sure. See, credit is a game. Business credit is definitely a game. Definitely. So if you could be rejected for application issues, you can be rejected for business issues. In other words, you have to understand banks and other credit card issuers can be conservative when handing out credit lines. You have to understand they have to manage credit rate. They have to cover their asses too. So it's not about, hey, I'm making good money, 73 grand. And the funny thing is you said you are making good money. 73,000 in revenue is decent money, but it's not good money. So I want you to quit that thought of, hey, listen, I'm making extra. I'm making great cash. You used that word several times in the emails we exchanged with you. I'm making great cash. You're not making great cash. Oh, hey. Wait a minute. Are we serious here? Hold your horses. You're not making great cash. Because again, you are making 73 grand in revenue. There's a difference between revenue and income. And depending on what your expenses are, revenue, if you take out your expenses and you take out your taxes, you're not even going home with, I don't know, probably going home with 30 grand or 40 grand or something like that. So be very careful here. You could be rejected also because of credit issues. When I'm talking about credit issues, you probably have, you said you have 780, which is really high, which is really great. But when was the last time you checked your credit score or your credit report? Because you probably, maybe you had 780, 6 months ago or 9 months ago. But what is your credit score today? Let's have a conversation about that. How about that? Tell me what your credit score is today. Today, like right now, right now. Solution idea number 1. Eula, what you want to do here is that when you apply, the next time you apply, and again, I want you to be very logical, methodical here. We're not doing anything emotional, being pissed and all and just cursing out people. No. We're not doing this, okay? Business credit is a game, and the sooner you learn to play the game, the better it is going to be for you. Let me ask you a question. Which bank are you really applying at? because you currently are banking at three financial uh, behemoths. So we have Chase, Citi, and the third Colossus is Bank of America. So you have a diverse constellation of credit cards, business credit cards for that matter, that you can get from those three players, those three national players. So make sure that the banks, whatever you apply, they can verify your business name, because if they cannot verify your business name, this could be a problem. Okay, very important. They have to be able to verify your business name. Make sure that your business is in good standing with the state government. Very important. The thing is, you got to have a certificate of good standing, because you said, I have a single member LLC. Okay. Do you have a certificate of good standing with the Colorado State Department? Those are very important. So if you have registered as an LLC, you need to have that. You need to file your annual reports. Okay, so there are a lot of things you have to take care of. Make sure you have an EIN. Do you have an EIN? You got to have an EIN. Okay, so just FYI, an EIN is a unique number that the IRS gives you, assigns to your business, so that they can actually track your tax reporting activities, among other things. But you can use the EIN for business account opening. If you are going to hire employees, you are going to need an EIN. So those are very important. So solution idea number one: make sure that you are legit, that everything actually matches in terms of your name, in terms of your EIN, in terms of you having a certificate of good standing from the Colorado State Department. This is going to help you, because this is actually going to reflect positively on your business profile, on your business's profile. And this is important. You need to establish that credibility from the get-go. Solution idea number two: you want to make sure that you have to meet the requirements of the specific credit cards that you're applying for. For example, if you're applying for a credit card at Chase, and Chase said, what, part of our requirements is that we need to verify your business phone number. Make sure that you have a business phone number. Even if you're working from home, it doesn't really matter, but you have to separate your business phone number from your personal phone number. We have said on this show on multiple occasions, it is important to segregate your business affairs from your personal affairs, so that comes tax time, you're able to file taxes with no problem, among other things. Okay, so make sure you have that, and make sure that you also have a commercial address for your business. We always tell folks, listen, if you are going to work from home, what you want to do is you want to subscribe to a virtual mailbox. That way you are separating your privacy, your private affairs from your business affairs. You can be physically working from home, but you can actually just have a private a virtual mailbox, so that they will actually process all of your correspondence. This is kind of cool too, because nobody can actually track you down if you never know. We live in a crazy world anyway. So, and it costs about $10 or $15 a month. I mean, those virtual mailboxes are pretty cool. Okay, and we have reviewed them on this show before. So I'm talking about iPostal One. You have Anytime Mailbox, and so on and so forth. You have a lot of players, and make sure that you have also been in business long enough, because a lot of banks want you to have 6 months or 1 year operational history before they approve you for a credit card. So my question to you is, when you said my single member LLC business credit card application is rejected again, have you met the requirements of the specific credit cards, the specific credit card you applied for, in terms of their operational history requirements? Okay, and the thing is the business credit card asking for a business credit score? Because if they are asking for a business credit score and you have none, because you said you have none, then we have a problem. In other words, they're not going to approve you. So what I'm trying to say here is what? Make sure that you clearly understand the requirements of the credit card issuer before you apply for their business credit card, and make sure that you answer all the questions on the application form properly. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. And we are still talking about Eula. And Eula said, her single member LLC business credit card application was rejected again. I don't know how many times she has applied. She had applied in the past, but she's really pissed and she wants us to kind of help her out. So, Eula, solution idea number 3. One thing you want to do here is that, your score, your FICO score is kind of high. This is fantastic. So my question is, why don't you just parlay that high FICO score into an approval of your business credit card? In other words, after ascertaining, after confirming that you indeed have 780 today or something around that, why don't you just go to a branch and have a conversation with a rep before applying? And I've said this before. You have a great thing going on for you. That is because you are actually banking currently at national players. Chase City, Bank of America, they have branches all over Colorado. They have branches all over Denver. Okay, so chances are you probably can just get out of your house and just walk to a Chase branch, or walk to a City branch, or walk to a Bank of America branch. This is kind of cool. So go to a branch, because you don't have a thin credit profile. You don't. Because sometimes your single member LLC business credit card could be denied if you had a thin credit profile, which you don't. You don't have a low credit score. You don't have that. So you have a lot of stuff going on for you. See, so that's why I really want you to really seize the opportunity to go to a branch and sit down with a rep and explain your situation. Don't forget to have your business plan. Oh yeah. You are in the pallet flipping. Okay. A lot of banks may not understand what that business is all about. So it's up to you to articulate the trends in that industry, the great potential that business has, how much money you are making, how much money you have made in the last 5 years. I don't know. You said you haven't told us how long you have been in that business, but I guess it might be a recent thing. Are you doing this business on a full-time basis, or is this a side gig? So those are questions you really have to answer. But what I'm trying to say is, go to a branch and sit down and have a conversation, and they'll help you. As a matter of fact, they'll help you fill out the form, and you can even gauge whether or not this is a great time for you to apply for the single member LLC business credit card, or this is not a good time. Solution idea number 4. I want you to pick one bank. Right now, you want to pick the bank where you have direct deposit, or where you have most of your business, okay, and your cash inflows and cash outflows. So, because I'm sure that you have Chase, City, and Bank of America, but I'm sure there is one in those 3 that is more important for you in terms of cash inflows and cash outflows. So you want to analyze your transactional volume and know exactly which one actually occupies position number 1 in your heart, monetarily speaking. And that's the bank where you want to zero in on. That's the bank where you want to actually put all your efforts. You want to put all your all your eggs in the proverbial basket. Okay, this is really important. Now, the thing here is that you want, before you go to a branch, because before I was talking to you about going to the branch and just in an, I would say, inquisitive manner. But now you want to pick one bank and say, you know what? I think I have my shots are greater. My odds of approval are greater with this particular bank. So I'm gonna really actually up the ante here. So what do you need to do? You need to review your personal credit reports. You need to actually gather your financial information. So you are making 73 grand a year in revenue, gross revenue. Prepare financial statements. Prepare a business plan. Prepare your personal financial statements. So you have business financial statements and you have personal financial statements. That way you have a duality that can never fail. 2 sets of financial statements that basically in the aggregate, solidify your application, because you are not only helping the credit card issuer get a peek into your personal situation, but also in your business situation, financially speaking. This is just fantastic. Okay, and make sure that you actually, what you want to do also is that you want to think about other options for a business credit card. In other words, my thing is, listen, if you're not getting a business credit card now, if they denied you again, think about a business line of credit. Think about other alternatives, because it's all about just you building your credit, building your business credit, you having access to a fresh cash to actually boost your business, your pallet flipping business. So think about other alternatives when it comes to a business financing. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Eula, we really appreciate your email, and I've asked a couple of questions during the conversation. Please feel free to answer us in the comment section, or you can just email us. In the meantime, we also ask our very smart and beloved viewers to pitch in. Please feel free to contribute in the comment section. Please give Eula your take on the whole thing and help her actually get approved the next time she applies. Really appreciate that. Thank you. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.